Hey everybody, how's it going? Rick Gonzalez here of UZURV Operations. Got three quick things to tell you about today. I'm trying not to spend more than 15 minutes on this video. So three things. First, we're going to meet our newest operations member, Debbie, and we're also going to talk about some app updates that came out very recently. And then last, we're going to go over the 7 must-reads to being successful with UZURV. So let's get started. So Debbie, she is our newest operations member. She's going to be doing some stuff with GRTC, and bringing her on here today so she can introduce herself, talk a little bit about herself, and you could all get a good impression of her. My impression.
Whoa! Slow down,
what's going on?
Well, I want them to form their own impression of me. You don't need to give them any bad information.
Right. Well, that's fair. So I won't tell you my impression of her right now because I'm scared. So no, go ahead. So
hi everybody, I'm Debbie.
So Debbie, welcome to the team. Very glad to have you here.
Thank you.
It's exciting. We haven't had a new operations person in a while, since May 1st.
Oh
that was me. I was that new guy. So I'm no longer the newbie here. We got the newbie Debbie over here. So we brought her in for what exactly? What's your primary focus going to be?
My primary focus actually is going to be with the Care on Demand program with GRTC that we work with. I'm starting off as part-time, so I'll just be in here in the afternoons and still being a Care on Demand driver in the morning hours. So I'll be able to have the driver's side of things and now see the operations side as well.
Cool. So what were you doing just before this?
Right before this, I was working in the office over there helping people get to pick up their passengers.
Oh, okay, like today before this. All right. So why are we bringing on you to do this GRTC? Why do we? We know it's all about the drivers here, but
yeah.
What do you do?
I drive for Uber and Lyft, and I've been working with UZURV, like I said, since August 1st. I'm one of the initial training team certified Care on Demand drivers. So I've been doing this for just over 2 months now, and gotten to see a lot of how it works on the outside. Get to meet a lot of passengers, see what works, what doesn't work, what can be tweaked.
Good. So yeah, she's already had some great input for us as well, because she's out there every day doing this, and she has done a lot of reservations.
I have.
A lot, and they love her out there, so she likes it, and that's a lot of things she's going to be doing, bringing us a fresh insight from that, and we're expanding. We're expanding, we're growing. We need some help in here, so she's awesome. Glad to have her here. Glad to have you here, Debbie.
Thank you, and I can give a female perspective to all the male opinions in that operations room.
Yes, I try very hard to, but only so much you can do. All right, all right, very good. So the thing, I said the second thing we're going to be talking about is our updates. As you know, we've been having a lot of updates here and there, some better than others. Sometimes it seems, I know, that we take a step forward and take 2 steps back with the app, but they're working out the bugs. We're bringing on more help. We have more help here. It's they said I can't say what the upcoming updates are that I'm very excited about. It's going to affect a lot of people because it's not official yet. It's not done. When it's fixed, we don't want to give them false hopes, so I'll just leave it at that. But the most recent update, some of you may know, and it was frustrating for those who have regulars, I know, is the inability for some of the the riders to select their driver, on some iOS devices. I had this problem myself with some of my regulars. So yeah, it's a shame, but these things happen. That is fixed now. So that is the latest update. Tell your riders too. Get on Facebook, share this, let them know, hey, update your app, please. And what's important too is this stuff is, the code is written to work best with the latest software with Android and iOS.
Right.
So, that's important. And we tell our drivers, especially our Care on Demand too, because we have to make sure we pick up our people that are qualified for the program, the disabled and some of our elderly. We can't leave them stranded out there. So we need the app working.
Yep.
A lot of visually impaired out there.
A lot of visually impaired.
They love this. They love it. I mean, I picked up a few and they're a pleasure. They're like, how can I get you again and stuff? I'm like, maybe you can, I'm sorry, but Debbie goes and takes care of them for us. So, so yeah, that's important. Have your Android, iOS devices updated. Restart your device frequently. If you're not restarting it at least once a week you need to be. Okay, that's good for all electronics. And if the update doesn't seem to be quite working right, uninstall the app, reinstall it. All right, and that's all I got to say about that for the moment. More to come on that, and of course, as these updates come, we will let you know right away. Or maybe Debbie, maybe she'll take some load and she'll let you know. I don't know, we'll see. All right, so let's get right into it. 7 must-reads to being successful with UZURV. So what does that mean? If you visit, I guess the first one to talk about is our website, UZURV.com. Okay, you go on there, and this is how you find it. I've been trying to send it out with to as many emails as I can. I've made it part of my email signature, and as drivers are getting approved, I'm including that in there. There's some really good stuff on there, but if you want to just be able to find it organically without a link, which by the way, of course, after this post, we're going to put that link in this post for this video when we're done. But you could go to UZURV.com and go to articles, right? So you click on articles. You know, I'm just going to do it myself and make sure I'm not giving bad information here. I already have the page brought up, but I hate to lead you wrong here. Okay, so I'm on the home page. The top right, it says articles. It's right between solutions and help. And if you mouse over that, it brings down the 3 little drop-down menus. This is for riders, drivers, for business. So for drivers, us, right? Click on there, driver blog. And driver blog, you'll see right there in the middle. I mean, there's all kinds of good stuff on here, frequently asked questions, but in the middle there, 7 must-reads to be successful with UZURV. You'll see a picture of Chris in his Nissan Altima waving, right? He's got his shades on. So that's the one. You can tap the blue text or just click on read more. And then that was made, this blog was made August 18th, but it's got some great stuff on here. It says, how do you make the most of UZURV and get the answers you need? Here are 7 must-read resources for new drivers. First one being our website, we just went over that. And YouTube driver channel. All right, that is the YouTube channel made by the company for drivers. Go on there. Chris Sos has some great videos on there. Good stuff about the pairing process. A lot of good stuff. Some of the tips and tricks from the top drivers. There's a lot of. If we had videos for every top driver out there, there'd be probably 100+ videos on there already. But we have a few on there that have some really good stuff. So check that out.
And then there's also, I know everybody's on Facebook, obviously, but on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, if you haven't already liked, you want to find Reads, the UZURV Guys page.
Read the UZURV Guy? Or
oh, Gonzo. Sorry, Gonzo.
Oh, that's what you were asking earlier. What do I call you, Reader Gonzo? Well, for the channel. You know.
Gonzo, the UZURV Guy, because as you know, he loves making videos and giving great information, tips, tricks, and they're short little videos, or some long videos too. Sometimes
drawn out and long, and
you can fast forward, I'm sure, so to the good part.
For some of them, if you're having trouble getting to sleep, I mean, you could watch some of our old videos for the Q&A. They're like 50 minutes long, you know.
But he has great information. I'll give him that.
Thanks.
So you definitely have to like it. You have to check it out and keep that as a resource.
And you spell it like this. Can you see it? Gonzo.
You know, like the
Gonzo, the UZURV guy, right?
Yeah, the
and
Muppets.
Which coincidentally is my invitation code.
Is
and
it?
you ask, well, how come you have Gonzo for your invitation code? You can customize your code, by the way. I'll just throw that in there. It's real easy. In this very group that this video is in, go to the Files tab on there, and there's all kinds of good Google documents on there in a post. And look for the one that says it's like custom code or invitation code. You go on there and fill it out. If it's not taken, you know, to let you submit it, and we could change that. And how do you know when that is done? When you open your driver app and look under your avatar, your code will be changed. So check that out. Something that's unique to you, that you like, that's easier for your customers to remember.
Yeah, instead of that 1, 2, 3, 6 S 4
My first
G.
one, JOYXRGL.
You still remember that?
And people would make fun of it, yeah, because it would be like, what's JOYXRGL? And I'm like, it's my code. I didn't choose it, you know. But anyway, so I finally got changed. Next one. So any more to say about Gonzo, the UZURV guy? I don't know.
No, we're good.
He's got like 3 fans now. He's really popular.
He's got 3? Okay, well maybe there'll be a couple more, because we got 3 people watching right now, so that'll be 6.
Yes, all 3 of them. All right. UZURV Podcast. That's by our guy Harrison. Some of you might know him as Maverick, and he does a podcast there. Hasn't done one in a little while. I'm gonna have to give him a nudge and get them going on that. But we are getting pulled every which way and direction right now, because what's more important is the app working properly and drivers being taken care of. And sometimes, our social media stuff like that has to take the back burner. But, there are things, you probably agree with me, that are priorities over that. So, UZURV Podcast is listed in here. Number 5, the National Facebook group. If you're watching this video on here, you already belong to the group, because you can't see this video unless you are a member of the group. So, but it's good to tell your fellow drivers about and people you refer.
You guys, it's back to work. Here you go. One for you.
An appearance.
One for you.
Yes. Is it almost that time? Oh my goodness.
And one for you.
Yeah.
Well, we got started. So all right.
Too much fun on Facebook.
She's unloading these devices on us because we have care and demand customers that need us. And so we're going to be wrapping up here very shortly.
And he just wanted a FaceTime.
We have 2 more to say real quick. Yeah, he just wanted to be on camera. We know
I need my devices back. If you're not going to use them.
Yeah, get your device.
I'll be there in 1 second.
And your broken screen iPhone. All right. Number 6. What do we got for number 6, Debbie?
6, cancel and no-show policy. Very, very, very important. Whether you are just a UZURV driver or if you're in the care on demand driver, you need to be up to date with all the terms and policies for cancel no-show on the driver's side and also for the passenger side. So that way there's no, what's the word? There's nothing that you're unsure of when it comes. And if you have a question, it doesn't make sense, just submit a question on Facebook or send it to the UZURV email and we'll be able to help you and answer it as fast as we can.
Very good. That's a big one. Cancel and no-show policy. It's an unfortunate one that no one likes getting fined and suspended and paying those fees, but it's important to maintain a standard.
Yeah, and we know some
things.
Some things happen from time to time. We get that. We're not evil people, but we have to have standards to make sure that the passengers are getting where they need to go at the time that they expect you to be there too.
So Debbie, little trivia question: what is the most important thing a driver can do if they know they have no choice but to cancel, or they might end up being a no-show or a last-minute cancel? What's the first thing they should do when they're safely pulled over, of course?
To send a text, make a call, make sure you get in touch with us, especially through the Care on Demand program. It's vital that you don't just send us a message, but you also call the Care on Demand number. That's only for Care on Demand drivers, because we have people expecting you at a certain time that need picked up or need taken where they need to go, doctor's appointments, work, etc. So. And
it might be the first time using the app. Maybe they have a bad first impression.
Exactly.
It does
we
happen.
don't want that. No.
Now, communicate with your passenger too. You have that chat feature. I'm so sorry. I have to cancel because of this. It should go back in the feed and get to the next driver. For the Care on Demand, for our Richmond drivers, like she said, they do that. They let us know right away because we got to make sure we get another driver there. And the unfortunate thing is, too many of these or too many last-minute ones. Anyone's susceptible to being suspended.
Yeah.
I'll admit, it's happened to me. All right, I'm the one who's got to enforce it, unfortunately. But yeah, it happens. All right, and the last thing, our top number 7 here, our top
popular
tips to get the ping. What's getting the ping? That's the pairing process. So check that one out. Again, on our page, UZURV website. Go to the driver blog on there, and you will find those top 7 things to be successful. And
Dave had a question.
Yeah.
He says, "Can a driver bring in their own work?"
I was reading that a moment ago. Dave, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that, but I think what you could do if you go to the website and go to Solutions, it talks about business and events, and it will show you what we have available there and what our limitations are. If you're preferring what I think you might be doing, you could reach out to us as well by going to, let's say, the UZURV driver page, all right, the Facebook page, not the group, but the page, and go to contact them. So I have my own clients from my business. Definitely contact us offline for that, and we'll be glad to talk to you about that and let you know. Appreciate the question. I'm going to scroll up a little bit, see if there's anything we missed.
What's up, Justin?
What's up, Justin? How you doing, buddy? There's Justin Brandberg from Northern Colorado Rideshare.
Harrison,
got some
busy
really good
watching
stuff.
us.
Anna Kupchak.
Hi, Anna.
What's up? She's one of the top drivers in Minneapolis, I believe. Right?
Fantastic.
And all
Dave
right.
said, okay,
and that's
perfect.
it for now. Thanks, Dave, for your questions. Thanks for those of you watching. And send your questions in the comments after this. If you have any, if we miss anything, we'll be happy to answer those. Otherwise, thank you for joining us.
Hey, Matt.
Drive safely, and as Harrison likes to say, drive smarter, not harder.
Right. Gotta go get those rides.
Work to do. Have a good day.
Bye.